Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Oh, and there's a big hit right away. He is knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get this only to about the 20. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Going up top. That's hard. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Here we go, set. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line.
That's good for the Denver Broncos.
Here's a run. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Another run here with Mitchell. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Cowboys!
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dulcich now brought in motion.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing, Nix. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's just pushing guys out of the way, powering forward for a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now he'll run it.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down. Oh, he's trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And the Cowboys will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So this was a great stress test for this defense, Mike. Everybody prepares to defend a quarterback from within the pocket. But how do you defend that quarterback when he breaks the pocket? In this case, watch everybody flow. Everybody stays with the plate and maintains their assignment. They get rewarded for a chance at the interception, and he comes through with the pick. This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. They can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes. It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game. Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. That's a gain of 14 and a 1st down. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send him right out of the slot. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Nick snap on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for Broncos. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw is Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
The key component to a screen game, Mike, is that you need your opponent to think you're trying to push the ball vertically downfield. Then you're able to catch them off guard by checking it down short. In this case, the defense doesn't fall for it. They rally to the ball, and they tackle him short of the sticks.
At their own 27-yard line.
1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They certainly wasted no time trying to take advantage of that great field position, and I love it. So often we see teams either in sudden change or when they have a shorter field to go, they want to strike early. There is such a correlation in the NFL, Mike, between explosive plays and your ability to end drives with points.
A first down throw for Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The kicking team on for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. And that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
They'll look to throw again. This one intercepted. Picked off by Max Melton. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
To throw is Nix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
They'll throw. It's Nix. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready? Track at 60. Set.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway.
Come on, set. Check go.
Here's Nix to throw. I needed to get rid of it, but did not. It'll finally be taken down.
They just have to be better on 1st down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on 1st down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
2nd down. Nix. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in, because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Let's go now.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Broncos.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll go play action with Nix. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Let's go.
Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Greg Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Got it, ready? Come 19, come 19. Come on, set. Get up.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. He's going to air this one out, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Past the 60, go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got it to the tight end, Dawson. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Jelani Woods. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on fourth down. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Throwing is Nix. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on third down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll get this out to the left flat. Second and 11.
Let's go now. Hurt. Go street.
A tight end in motion now. A handoff as they try to run it here. A big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. To the ground after the penalty. And some good blocking. Springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here's 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. His throw left side is complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. Now remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game.